Welcome. You with the nasty pastor, and I'm back with another chapter read from out of Leviticus, the book of understanding, the book that I must say, I see Moses as a brother of mine. I see Moses as a teacher of mine. I see Moses as a messenger that was sent upon this rock to help mankind survive, maneuver through all the BS you're going to go through. You understand me? All the BS you're going to go through. I spoke a long time ago and explained to the world, my life I read in this Holy Bible. My life, I've seen it, I've read it. You get what I'm saying? Yes, I've read it. I just wish that I would have had a better understanding before I started taking that left turn. When I was at that fork in the road, I was supposed to take a right turn. I took that left turn. I just wish I would have had a better understanding of what I was hearing in church, what I was my children's Bible, it had words in it, but it was pictures. You feel what I'm saying? I could understand some of it, but I wish I could have processed it a little better than I had. I'm not going to say I have the worst life. I'm not going to say I have the best life. I have a life that the demiurge has structured for me to forge my way out of, for me to get some understanding of what I didn't have in me. So I love the demiurge for that. I love it because things could be a whole lot worser. You get me? A whole lot worser than what it is. And I'm a firm believer. The Lord didn't bring me. The demiurge didn't bring me. Moon did not bring me this far just to say, forget you. It's a lot more I got to do. A whole lot more I have to do. And when I tell you, when you see all this sexiness right here, all this beautifulness right here, whom I pray to do not want you to see the ugliness. Just don't. I do at times speak ugly. You get what I'm saying? I do at times release the ugliness out of me. But that outer appearance, that make a woman melt. Make them melt. Anyway, let's go and get into chapter 20. And the title of chapter 20, Penalties for Breaking the Law. And I like that one. Penalties for breaking the law. Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Again you shall say to the children of Israel, whoever of the children of Israel or of the strangers who dwell in Israel, who gives any of his descendants to Moloch, I'm going to say this again. And just to let you know now, we probably will be going over the time limit, and I hope it catches you where that you either forget that your data, you're losing data on me, or I'm worth you losing your data on me. Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Again you shall say to the children of Israel, whoever of the children of Israel or of the strangers who dwell in Israel, who gives any of his descendants to Moloch, he shall surely be put to where? Death. You're going to death. Yeah, to death. Let's go. You dead. You're dead. But you know why I'm not satisfied with this part of chapter 20? Because see, I want it to say you're going to hell. Yeah. Hell. That's what King James missed. That is what King James missed right there. Hell. The people of the land shall stone him with stones. Come on now. Stone him with stones. Didn't say nothing about the women. Said nothing about the women. Did not say anything of the woman. So that means what? The men, you get me? The men was supposed to have authority over any decisions a woman is to make with your child. I will set my face against that man and will cut him off from his people, because he has given some of his descendants to Moloch, to defile my sanctuary and profane my holy name. And if the people of the land should in any way hide their eyes from the man, when he gives some of his descendants to Moloch, and they do not kill him, then I will set my face against that man and against his family, and I will cut him off from his people. And all who prostitute themselves with him to commit harlotry with Moloch. And the person who turns to mediums and familiar spirits to prostitute himself with them, I will set my face against that person and cut him off from his people. Consecrate yourselves, therefore, and be holy, for I am the Lord your God. And you shall keep my statutes and perform them. I am the Lord who sanctifies you. For everyone who curses his father or his mother shall surely be put to death. He has cursed his father or his mother. His blood shall be upon him. The man who commits adultery with another man's wife, he who commits adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death. Ain't that something? Now you get why I got on my knees and I beg for forgiveness. Now I must say this, you got what I'm saying? The woman I cheated with in my marriage, it wasn't fair to her, and I'm gonna make a apology to her now. You know, I don't believe I ever made an apology to her. You get what I'm saying? But look, we both was wrong. But I'm gonna apologize to you for pulling you into my BS. Whether you was willing, you get what I'm saying? Whether it was enjoyable for you, whether however it was, I apologize to you, Miss Lady. But let me just say this to you again. Do you understand why I never cheated again? Do you get it? I knew it was wrong. It was something I felt that morning when I woke up. I got up, took a shower, put my clothes on, told the woman, I said, look, I'll catch you later. Left out her house, took a left turn, got on my knees, prayed to whom I prayed, and said, I'll never do this again. I don't even feel right. I feel bad, and I gotta go in this house and look my woman, my wife, in her face for what I've done. You get what I'm saying? And if I would have stayed outside a little bit longer, she would have already been gone. Her and the youngest boy was on their way out, probably going down the country or going to eat. I don't know what it was, but they was, you know, I could tell she was getting him together to leave. And like I said, you know what I mean, I was dead wrong, you know. And I just say this to a lot of us, you know what I mean. We sin, and we shouldn't always what's the word I want to say? Continue to sin. Not that, you know, you shouldn't continue to do no sins, but don't continue the same sin over and over and over and over again. I know there's probably some people that say, well, shoot, I ain't gonna never ask for forgiveness of it then, because I don't know if I see that as a sin, or I don't know if I want to stop doing that because I like doing that. You feel what I'm saying? But you're still sinning. Why not put some boundaries, some barriers around you so that you can have some strength and show whom you praying to, I can fight off temptation. Because see, when you in heaven, and of whom we pray to give you the key to heaven, give you the insight of heaven, give you the blueprint to heaven, and the devil, Satan, figure a way to whisper to you or to make things seem so temptable to you, if you give in, what have you just done? That's why I say it's going to be hard getting in heaven. This is a test. This is a place of judgment. If you cannot succeed here on this rock, you can't succeed in heaven.
The man who lies with his father's wife has uncovered his father's nakedness. Both of them shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. If a man lies with his daughter-in-law, both of them shall surely be put to death. They have committed perversion. Their blood shall be upon them. You know, it's a lot of that going on the internet. You know, if you get on Pornhub, you get on XXvids, you know, all these porn sites. If you read the captions, if you read the title, it tells you, I'm sleeping with my stepdaughter. I'm sleeping with my stepsister. It tells you a lot of it, right? I don't know if that's really what's going on or if that is a eye catcher for you to click and you know what I mean, view it. However it go, I'm telling you right here, here's the laws that's been placed. You get it? These are the laws that have been placed. And I say this to you once again. You can say out your mouth, okay, so what are we supposed to do? Hold on, I'm trying to catch my spot. What are we supposed to do? You know, you probably have heard me say, we're all brothers and sisters. We all come from the same bloodline. You probably have heard me say that before. You get what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? So when you read the Bible, please, believe me, there's contradiction in it. It's a lot of contradiction in it. You get me? And you have to really slow down, process it, and look at modern times and understand why no one's get what is written in these scriptures. No one gets it. You feel what I'm saying? You know, for a long time, I did not understand this right here. Okay, Adam and Eve. Then you got the father that come from Adam and Eve, and I think that's Abraham or however it go. But when you get to Cain and Abel, it says that Cain had killed Abel. And then it gets to Cain was banished from the land. But then when you get into Cain's life, it tells you Cain took a wife. Where did the wife come from? And see, that had me processing it this way. Okay, then there's an Adam and Eve in every culture. That backs that theory. You understand what I'm saying? That backs it. Because if life started with them, and they are the second generations of Adam and Eve, come on now, where did the wife come from? Which means Cain either what? Cain either what? Took his sister, had sex with his sister, and the bloodline grew from there? Or there was an Adam and Eve in every culture. If a man lies with a male as he lies with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. I don't agree with that. I don't agree that that is, you get what I'm saying? That is what the demiurge said. I just don't. I don't agree with that. Just don't. If a man marries a woman and her mother, it is wickedness. They shall be burned with fire, both he and they, that there may be no wickedness among you. If a man mates with an animal, he shall surely be put to death, and you shall kill the animal. If a woman approaches any animal and mates with it, you shall kill the woman and the animal. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood is upon them. If a man takes his sister, his father's daughter, or his mother's daughter, and sees her nakedness, and she sees his nakedness, it is a wicked thing, and they shall be cut off in the sight of their people. Now, I say this to you once again. You know, from my understanding, King James was a homosexual. You understand me? King James was gay. I've heard that. I have not seen anything in concrete, but I have heard that before. King James was gay. And when you look at the picture of King James, it tells you something. It really do. It tells you a lot about the Englishmen. They wore wigs like women hair. They got the little curls at the end. They put on lipstick. They put on mascara. They put on foundation. And they do what? Wear earrings. Those are traits of women. Those are characteristics of women. They are the what that word I want to say? The accessories women use to look beautiful. You understand me? You get it? Do you really get what I'm going at right now? And we know King James rewrote the Holy Bible, right? Rewrote, not wrote it, rewrote it. He has uncovered his sister's nakedness, he shall bear his guilt. If a man lies with a woman during her sickness and covers her nakedness, he has exposed her flow, and she has uncovered the flow of her blood. Both of them shall be cut off from their people. You shall not uncover the nakedness of your mother's sisters, nor of your father's sister, for that will uncover his near of kin. They shall bear their guilt. If a man lies with his uncle's wife, he has uncovered his uncle's nakedness. They shall bear their sin. They shall die childless. Come on, man. If a man takes his brother's wife, it is an unclean thing. He has uncovered his brother's nakedness. They shall be childless. You should therefore keep all my statutes and all my judgments, and perform them, that the land where I am bringing you to dwell may not vomit you out. And you shall not walk in the statutes of the nation which I am casting out before you. For they commit all these things, and therefore I abhor them. But I have said to you, you shall inherit their land, and I will give it to you to possess. A land flowing with milk and honey. I am the Lord your God, who has separated you from the peoples. You shall therefore distinguish between clean animals and unclean, between unclean birds and clean, and you shall not make yourselves abominable by beast or by bird or by any kind of living thing that creeps on the ground, which I have separated from you as unclean. And you shall be holy to me, for I, the Lord, am holy, and have separated you from the peoples that should be mine. A man or a woman who is a medium or who has familiar spirits shall surely be put to death. They shall stone them with stones. Their blood shall be upon them. Now that's the end of this chapter. Read, and I'm going to take a little time to do this outro. And I just want to say this to you again, you can be controlled by these scriptures. You can break these scriptures down and get a good understanding of whom we pray. You can break these scriptures down and understand that Satan has input of these scriptures. Man, I've been saying man is tainted, right? This book is tainted. And if you say to yourself, well, why do you read it? Why do you believe in it? Because there's some truth in this also. I'm not going to deny and say the truth is not in here. But I'm not going to deny and say there's trickery in here also. You get what I'm saying? I'm not going to deny that. You can be tricked by this, or you can process this in a way of understanding that you will get an understanding that tells you this right here. This is what it told me. Your life is in here. Choose what makes sense to you. Choose what is righteous to you. Understand through what you choose that you have to set an example and live it. I don't believe in tattoos. Come on, man. I don't. I've read that. It said you should not have no markings. You get me? We are not to defile this shell, this vessel that's been given to us. We're not. We are supposed to care for this vessel. You get it? Care for it. It tells the demiurge something. It explains something to the demiurge about you. You either are a destructive person or you are a person of care. You get it? Care. Anyway, look, it's a lot about the world that we have been manipulated. We are confused. We are trying to trying to give out the best answers in our life to justify our actions. And let's just say this to you right here. You know, man is not who you need to justify things to. You need to justify it to God. You get me? To whom you pray. That's who you justify your actions with. Got me? Understand me? You like men? You like women? Cool. Fine and dandy. The ultimate goal in the end is finding someone to love you that you can love back. Then you are producing a good deed. And you are expressing to the world of your canvas. This, you get me? This is your canvas. You get me? I love this man. I'm in love with this man. I love this woman. I'm in love with this woman. And if that's how you see it, that's how you live it, you stand on it, stop worrying about anything anybody else got to say. You get me? Because as it says, you will be put to death. I'm living. I know I'm living. You get me? I am alive. There are some things in these laws that I whom we pray to gave Moses that I've lived. I'm still alive, breathing, healthy. You get me? Very healthy. You know, I say this to you, and I'm gonna do this in front of you. Hopefully, the demiurge forbid, you get me? Forbid any harm to come to me. You get it? You understand? Understand me now? You get it? Anyway, I'm out and I love you.